For the best collection of over 100 wild game video recipes you will ever find, for $6, go to www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cooking-wild-game.
Hi, I'm Rich from the Wild Things Show, Cooking Wild Game. And with me is Mack. And we're in the South Plains of Texas for a Texas barbecue.
Right, but not a traditional Texas barbecue.
Not a traditional Texas barbecue. And Mack, your assistant is?
This is Brandon Reynolds. Go ahead, Brandon.
Hi, I'm Brandon.
He is camera shy, but he's handsome, so we keep him on tape.
So what are we cooking today exactly now? We're going to do some kind of wild boar, right?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of wild pigs. We live along the edge of the Cap Rock, and the wild pigs have become a real problem. And I'm a hunting enthusiast. I'm a cook. And so we've learned ways to turn these wild pigs into edible items. And so we're going to do wild pig burnt ends.
I heard a rumor that you were a chuck wagon chef.
I was a chuck wagon cook for many years. I've cooked on some of the bigger ranches off and on, not full-time, just part-time, and did a lot of competitions through the years and got too fat and too old and my knees got too bad, so I had to move to a stand-up table.
It's a big difference between cooking in the field,
yes, sir,
versus cooking at where a kitchen is close by.
Yes, sir. Up and down and in Dutch ovens, they'll test your strength for sure.
Very good. Well, what are we going to do for prep work now?
Okay, we're gonna make a sauce. It's actually a barbecue sauce, but I sweeten it up quite a bit with brown sugar for these burnt ends. So we're gonna make my easy, simple recipe barbecue sauce you can use on anything. I'm going to put a lot of brown sugar in it today, but on the other days when you don't want it so sweet, leave a little bit of the brown sugar out and add in pickled jalapeno juice. And that'll substitute, it'll go on anything.
Spice it up.
It'll go on anything you want it to go on.
So what's this sauce called? This is called...
this is Big Mack's barbecue sauce.
Big Mack's barbecue sauce. So this is Big Mack's famous barbecue sauce.
Maybe today. Maybe today.
Or infamous barbecue sauce on this show.
True, true, true.
So what kind of hunting do you do?
Mainly do dove hunting when I get the chance. I'm usually busy, so it's hard to break free to go hunting.
Yeah, that's everybody's excuse.
Everybody's excuse.
So you do a lot of dove. Now this area here is really good for migratory birds.
It is.
Yes.
I used to come down here back in the 80s for goose hunting because the limit down here was like 10 birds a day.
Right.
And up north the limit was 2 birds a day.
Right.
I mean, it's the same bird, but it had to fly 1,000 miles before.
Right, right. And for a while we had unlimited snow geese here, so you could, as many as you wanted to clean and cook, you could take. But it's an excellent migratory path for migratory birds.
I had a lot of buddies come down here for snow geese.
Yep.
So I'm still waiting for a snow geese recipe now. So.
We can do one of those too. Our wild crane, we do a lot of sandhill crane. We cook a lot of crane.
Now I heard crane is like the prime rib of the sky.
They lied to you. It's more like the round steak of the sky.
Round steak of the sky, okay.
The flare up is not hurting a thing. That's actually what you want. You want to sear that on there. So I think we're there, Brandon. If you want to grab a pan and pull these off now.
How long have you been doing this recipe?
Oh, I don't know. I've been cooking pork belly like this for a long time, and kind of started doing this when we was out in the field, and everybody throw a rack of ribs on the fire. Well, some of these wild pigs don't have enough rib to cook, so we just shave the belly off, and sometimes we'll cook the side whole, but I'd rather do the burnt ends. So I've probably been doing this for 15, 20 years, something like that.
Hi, I'm Rich with the Wild Things Show, Cooking Wild Game. And I'm with Mack Sherman in the Southwest Plains of Texas.
That's right.
And with us also is Brandon Reynolds. And Brandon's the camp cook. No, Brandon's the camp aide. So he's the one that does all the work.
we get to stand on film and talk about it, and Brandon does all the work and nod. He nods. Nods yes. He nods yes.
And what do we have here?
This is a bacon wrapped deer loin. and we're actually seared that. We'll take you through the process on film later, or at wildthings.com. You can go see that, but we did it on the campfire. We laid the meat directly on the coals. No grate, no wrapping, no anything. We put a heavy coat of seasoning on them. We laid them on the fire. We put a good sear on the outside, and then we moved them into a smoker for about 20 to 30 minutes to continue cooking inside. They cook like frying fish. You put a hard shell on it, and then the meat steams inside its own shell, and that's going to be what we eat here in just a little bit.
So also we did some pork bellies.
Yes, we did. Did some call it sow candy, sow belly candy. It's actually a smoked pork belly, and we smoked it, seared it, and made burnt ends out of it. And that's the way I like to eat the pork belly.
Burnt ends. So
burn it. So we're gonna have wild pig burnt ends, and we're gonna have deer loin, bacon wrapped deer loin. Very good.
Very good. Let's try some of this.
Let's get down here and try it. Let's eat it.
So come on in. You can eat.
Come on. Come on in.
So how do you?
You just grab and eat them. I'd let them cool just a bit.
For the best collection of over 100 wild game video recipes you will ever find, for $6, go to www.vimeo.com/on-demand/cookingwildgame.